This is 24-year-old teacher Annaleigh Andrews. She's accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a year-old student.
He's just a hair young. And, well, you're being an educator, not supposed to do that, but it's really the age.
Isn't he 15?
From the outside, Annaleigh presents herself as naive, overly trusting, too nice for her own good.
The mistake I made was letting him contact me.
Nice.
Too trusting and too nice.
But that version of her doesn't last long, because investigators already have the messages. Not rumors, not speculation, screenshots. They've been posted online, shared publicly on Facebook, and suddenly, everyone can see what Annaleigh tried to hide. She wasn't just talking to a student, she was grooming him, telling him to lie to his parents, luring him to secluded places.
How many times did some sort of inappropriate event happen? How many times are we talking?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Cornered with evidence and by her own words, she reaches for the only defense she has left.
No, I said no. I said
Okay.
no.
Okay.
But by now, the truth is already out. On July 19th, 2023, the Nacogdoches Police Department receives a call from administrators at McMichael Middle School.
Hey, we've got a situation where a teacher has been, I guess, having an inappropriate relationship with a student outside of school, and it just came to our attention. Another kid here at the school showed the principal over here some Snapchats that were corresponding between the child and the teacher, but we believe everything's been happening during this summer break out in town.
A teacher is allegedly involved with a student. The concern does not come from staff, it comes from screenshots. 4 days earlier, on July 15th, anonymous posts appeared on Facebook. The images show Snapchat messages between a student and 24-year-old teacher Annaleigh Andrews, newly hired as a reading interventionist. The messages are explicit enough to trigger an immediate alarm, and whoever posted them clearly wanted the public to see this. The student's mother arrives at the police station, completely oblivious to the fact her son's private messages are now public evidence.
Looked at these messages and they are obviously a little concerning, maybe even a little inappropriate. Well, these messages are from Snapchat, basically, which is an application that you can send messages and pictures and videos back and forth to someone, and these messages and videos, after a certain period of time, they disappear.
The screenshots reveal at least 12 saved images. 2 additional messages have already been deleted. The conversations show repeated exchanges between a and an adult.
What grade is your son in? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar.
He's going into 9th grade this year.
Okay. And how old is he?
15.
15. Did he just turn 15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, that's a middle school. What kind of sicko?
Yeah. We agree.
Yeah.
We definitely agree.
Domino's? It's across the street from my house. Okay.
Okay. What are you thinking right now? What does it sound like to you?
Could be screwing somebody that's old enough to drive.
The adult guiding these conversations is a teacher at the boy's own school. There's clear grooming behavior. Annaleigh coaches him on what to say, and more importantly, what not to tell his parents. School is out for the summer, but investigators intercept Annaleigh Andrews on campus as she returns to turn in her equipment. By now, the evidence circulating publicly is damaging, but what comes next is worse. Because this is where she starts talking.
Hey, hi, Abby. I'm with the police department. My name's Detective Ball. We'd like to visit with you for a few minutes. Have you got a few minutes for us?
I think so.
Do you want to talk here?
I'm a little busy, but
Okay, sure. Let's go in here.
Annaleigh appears nervous as she sits down with officers. They keep the tone calm, non-threatening, because when a suspect feels safe, they tend to talk more.
Not under arrest or anything like that.
okay.
But, do you know what we're here about? Something's coming up.
I mean, I'm not really sure.
Tell us about it.
The mistake I made was letting him contact me
Yeah.
and you know, we just talked and I didn't, you know, think anything of it really. Sort of started to make me feel uncomfortable. I'm like going overseas now to like go volunteer on mercy ships, but nothing criminal ever happened between us.
Annaleigh insists she applied for work overseas, but the timing is incriminating. Her resignation is submitted the same day the screenshots appear on Facebook. In her email to administrators, she talks about teaching abroad and even hints at returning one day, as if this would all simply blow over. Investigators confirm the student was not directly in her class, but he knew her. He met her on campus. According to the forensic interview, their first interaction happens when the student is sent to her classroom instead of jazz class. That's where they exchange Snapchat details. During the school year, inside the school. What Annaleigh fails to mention is that she reached out to the anonymous poster on Instagram once the messages went public.
And you know how you were a teacher when the kids, you catch one, just for example, hand in the cookie jar. I just saw your hand in the cookie jar.
While she insists they never met anywhere, the messages betray her. She picked up the student a few times. In fact, one of the messages specifically states, "Park in front of the house like last time." For the first time, Annaleigh realizes that she might be in real trouble, but the experienced officer knows how to keep her talking.
This is not the end of the world. We just gotta.
It's really, you know,
Yeah.
I just have a lot going on right now. You know, about to get on a plane.
Again, remember what I said. This whole thing, we're gonna get through this.
I'm sure, you know, part of me in the back of my mind, like, probably knew that he might, you know, flirt me or even try to do something, but I just thought that I just assumed, like, oh, of course I wouldn't do that. Of course that wouldn't happen. And I'm sure I was partially uncomfortable because I shouldn't have been there. But I was just lonely and wanted just someone to hang out with.
He asks a simple question. How many times did they meet in person? Annaleigh hesitates, mentally retracing the messages, trying to remember how much is already documented.
I'm just trying to, like, I didn't count, probably like 3 times.
3, sure.
Just don't really remember.
Less than 10?
Oh, much less than 10.
5-ish?
I think it was less than 5.
Less than 5?
In reality, investigators determined they met 6 to 7 times with inappropriate encounters detailed by the student.
Yeah, it was just so stupid, and I felt uncomfortable the whole time, and I didn't even know why I was there.
Because he's a smooth talker. He is. He knows how to speak to an attractive young lady. Hey, listen.
It sounds really stupid, but, like, you know, and it also, like, you know, like, I had gotten to know him as a friend, you know.
He's a good kid.
He's a good kid, and I am just too open, and I'm too, like, I'm too trusting and too nice. And that I hate to have learned that lesson.
Those are not bad traits to have.
Shockingly, she, being the adult here, is playing the victim. It is common among predators to blame their victims for leading them astray.
House, at a park, where else did y'all meet?
The only other place was, we went to a property I have. It has, you know, it just has, I mean, it's just a nice place to hang out, I guess.
The property is actually a mansion that the student has reported in his account. It is a house owned by Annaleigh's mother and rented several times a year to lodgers. She later brings investigators to the mansion so they can see it themselves. But the messages make one thing clear. This was never just hanging out. Something serious is being left unsaid.
There's mention of drugs.
I'm a gram of what?
We saw a little about some smoking. What's going on with that?
I mean, he brought it and he offered me some. I said yes.
Y'all just smoke together like people smoke? Okay. That was his. I'm talking about marijuana. Are we talking about the same thing?
Yes.
No cocaine or meth, none of that nonsense. Okay, all right, good.
As the interview continues, Annaleig's demeanor shifts. Her voice softens. Higher, smaller, almost childlike. It's a sudden attempt to recast herself as vulnerable. But the forensic interview tells a different story. The stud acknowledges inappropriate contact during their in-person meetings.
How many times did some sort of inappropriate sexual event happen? How many times are we talking?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Like 3 times.
3 times, okay. Fair enough. You're 3 times. You're pretty sure on that?
So
3 times,
I'm
okay.
not quite sure.
But here's the important parts of this. Out of those 3 times, did you ever force him?
No, I said no. I said
Okay,
no.
okay. Did you ever trick him into doing it?
No.
Did you ever say, I'll buy you Domino's pizza
Oh my
or...
gosh. I said no the first time, like a bunch of times.
Okay. Well, no, keep in mind we have to ask these questions because we have got to weigh.
Annaleigh insists she maintained an appropriate distance, but it doesn't change the fact that repeated meetings contradict that claim. According to she initiated the entire relationship by suggesting something inappropriate.
I mean, he tried to kiss me and I backed away. Obviously, I didn't get up and walk away, which is what I should have done, but I was still just uncomfortable and kind of pushing him off and saying like that I didn't want to do it. And, you know, he was just really hot and heavy, honestly, and he was just saying that like he was almost done and he just wanted to do it, and like, and I mean, it was kind of in that moment that things happened.
Was that the
It was just
the
really
first
quick.
sexual encounter? Okay. Believe it or not, these type of situations happen frequently. He's just a hair young. That's the only thing that makes this why we're here. You understand that, right? And well, you're being an educator, you're not supposed to do that, but it's really the age.
At one point, Annaleigh reframes the story, suggesting the 14-year-old was the one who pursued her. But faced with the evidence, she's forced to acknowledge her involvement. The investigator is smart and leads her to admit something important to the case.
Do you know how old he is?
Yes.
How old is he?
Isn't he 15?
But the timing does not support that. The meetings happen during the first weeks of summer break, when he is still 14. That detail does not change.
Hey, it's okay. Look at me. Breathe. It's okay. Have we freaked out? No, we got a job to do. Now, if he was like 13, that's really bad. This is not, it's illegal. I'm going to say, but it's not way, way crazy. It is illegal. It is.
Like, I was just in the wrong mindset, and so it did happen another time.
And that was, when I say 50-50, both parties agreed to this?
Yeah, if
Okay.
that.
If that?
If that.
You were apprehensive, but went against your better judgment and...
Exactly.
Okay. Or is he using protection?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Lord knows where he got it.
According to the victim, before going to the mansion, Annaleigh stops at a nearby CVS and purchases protection. This implies that preparation took place, and preparation means intent. After several encounters near the trail outside the mansion, investigators learn that condoms were discarded nearby. More incidents take place inside the house itself.
We were in a room with a carpet on it.
Okay.
And then at some point, he moved me to the bed that was inside.
The room with the carpet is outside?
It's in the air-conditioned garage.
Oh, okay. From the transition from the original, the touching, to it's obvious he wants to have sex until the act. Is he forcing you?
He just didn't really give me much of a chance to say no. I mean, he was just really forward and like hands-on, you know what I mean? I mean, he would forcibly do things, but just not in a violent way.
She frames it as something that simply happens too fast to stop. But after each encounter, she describes time spent together as if this were a relationship.
I mean, we would just spend time together just talking.
As couples do. A couple
For
that.
lack of a better phrase.
Eventually, Annaleigh agrees to take the investigators back to the mansion. While they wait for documentation equipment to arrive, she speaks about plans to leave the country with Mercy Ships, a volunteer group.
It's like a supportive environment, and so, I wanted to be somewhere where I could, mature and have, spiritual support and, people around me that I trusted, and, just to grow as a person and as a teacher.
Right.
A 2-year volunteer commitment, a fresh start. At least that's how she seems to see it.
Is this the bedroom we were talking about earlier?
Yes, sir.
Did y'all ever spend any full nights out here, or just?
I mean, we were out pretty late, but never a full night.
And the main thing, what we have to look at, obviously this place is not like what we're normally used to going into. If we walked in here and there's a broken lamp and glass and marks on it, and we're like, okay, sir, was there a struggle? Was it him? Was it you? That's why we got to.
Okay.
Don't read any more into it than what.
Once cameras arrive, officers document the property room by room. They are looking for signs of conflict, damage, or anything that contradicts the story being told. They find something else instead. The garage space stands out. Air-conditioned, it is furnished in a way that feels deliberately inviting. Juvenile in design, with toys and a ping-pong table. A space that does not resemble an adult environment. And this is where one of the incidents took place. When documentation is complete, Annaleigh voluntarily hands over her phone. Then she reveals something important.
Let us know about what's going on.
My mom knows.
You told your mom?
Yes, sir.
What advice did mom give?
What advice did she give?
Did the right thing?
She just told me to do the right thing.
Her mother was aware of her relationship, and she never reported it. The next day, Annaleigh submits her resignation, effective immediately. At the same time, the student's mother authorizes a forensic examination of her son's phone. And that is when the missing pieces fall into place. Investigators identify who leaked the messages. The screenshots came from someone close to the student, his girlfriend. After accessing his account, she uncovered the conversations, identified the adult, and made them public. She confronts Annaleigh directly and raises additional accusations. The following day, when Annaleigh returns to pick up her phone, the officer has to ask her directly.
Be offended, but I've got to ask you this. Has anything like this ever happened before with anybody else that's not quite old enough?
No, sir.
I mean, if it has, let's get it over.
Hasn't.
It has. Okay. All right. You give me a word on that?
I promise you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, thank you.
This time, the evidence aligns. No additional victims are identified. But what has already been uncovered is more than enough. Within minutes, officers arrive at Annaleigh Andrews' home. There is no warning this time.
Annaleigh here? Are you Annaleigh? You mind stepping outside for me real quick?
Yes, sir. I don't have these on.
All right, that's fine. All right, so I'm going to need you to put your hands behind your back for me, okay?
So you're going to go to county jail, okay, and you have to get a bond, okay? So I told me, please, okay? There are several felony warrants, okay?
I know it's kind of a tough situation, but it's going to work itself out, all right? Just try and breathe and stay calm, okay?
Multiple felony warrants are waiting, but Annaleigh's mother is only worried about her daughter's comfort.
No Bible, no nothing.
They'll have a Bible in there that she can have to read.
Annaleigh Andrews is transported to the county jail, processing underway. The future she spoke about only hours earlier disappears behind a locked door. There will be no overseas trip. What was once denied is now formalized in charges. In August of 2024, Annaleigh Andrews pleaded guilty. She admits to 4 counts of assault of a child under 13, 3 counts of online solicitation of a minor. There is no trial, no defense left to build. But what shocks many is the sentence. On April 8, 2025, Annaleigh Andrews is sentenced to 2 years in the Texas Department of Corrections, served concurrently. 44 days already spent in custody were credited. a $5,000 fine was imposed. The only solace the victim's family could get was one permanent label: Annaleigh Andrews must register as a sex offender. Cases like this matter because they are rarely obvious at first. They hide behind smiles, credentials, and excuses. And if these messages had never been shared, if one person hadn't spoken up, this might never have stopped. If you believe stories like this deserve to be told, support the channel. Like the video, subscribe. Share it with someone who needs to see how easily trust can be abused. And tell me in the comments, what part of this case disturbed you the most?